They fought and risked their lives for our country, but 64 years after the end of World War II, some veterans are only now getting paid for their services. Jessica Chang explains the struggle that Filipino vets have had to face in an ongoing battle for benefits.
This one in the project when I was assigned.
Manuel Braga doesn't need photos to remember what happened during World War II. Those memories, burned into his brain, still give him nightmares.
How many times do you have nightmares? How often?
Plenty. Long time ago already. You can ask my wife. Every morning, between 1 and 2 in the morning, I'm awake already.
December 8th, 1941, just 10 hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Japanese invaded the Philippines. Manuel was 16 years old. He remembers his first encounter with the Japanese vividly.
We heard somebody shouting, and we found out that they are Japanese, and we thought they are just doing something. But when we came closer, we found out that they are raping a woman. I don't even know that that woman is pregnant until we come to pick her up. Big stomach already, 8 months pregnant. Died already.
That was when he decided to fight for his people and became a guerrilla fighter.
We were the one who helped America because the Japanese, they were not able to take Australia because of us. What we did is and run, run. That's what we did all the time.
While he was proud to serve against the Japanese, he also continued to witness their wrath. They targeted his father, an officer in the guerrilla forces.
Japanese caught them, catch them and hug time them. They left my father as dead, When I saw the Japanese, take off his shirt and tie his hands in the pit like that, with the stomach in the ground. What they did is his t-shirt, put tie him in his face like that and pouring water like that. You know how, this our shirt, if it get wet, and my father cannot breathe anymore.
Other guerrillas saved him just in time. Even Manuel's own life almost ended by execution.
We were in line, tied up in the bamboo. About 6 o'clock in the morning, they started the tree. They killed him. And I'm number 4. So I thought that was the end already.
You thought they were going to kill you next.
Yeah, but after the tree, they called somebody, dig, they buried him there. Swallow. They buried the tree and we left there.
He escaped death and prison time and time again.
When we reached the camp, I saw it's wounded like that.
This scar, Manuel's only visible battle wound, but he's struggled with tuberculosis, glaucoma, malaria, and heart problems, conditions he believes are from his military past. Even so, he's one of the lucky ones.
This one and this one.
He's lost several friends since the war ended. For their families and those Filipino veterans still alive, Manuel fights an ongoing battle to receive the full benefits the U.S. government promised them more than 6 decades ago as allies, but never received.
It's really unfair.
After several trips to Washington, D.C. and countless letters, Manuel and his fellow veterans won a small victory in February. Congress approved a $198 million provision that will give payments of $15,000 to Filipino veterans who are American citizens and $9,000 to non-citizens. Only about 18,000 Filipino veterans out of 250,000 are still alive.
Are you satisfied with the $15,000?
Well, I'm not, but we cannot do anything. As they said, better than nothing.
Manuel had hoped for a monthly pension of $1,200. but he's putting that fight behind him to take on another one: benefits for the widows of Filipino vets.
I am praying to God that we'll be able to help the widows. I think we'll be able to make it.
Jess, the obvious question is, World War II ended 60 some odd years ago. What in the world has taken so long for these people to get recognized for their service?
Right. Well, it takes leaders like Manuel Braga to step forward and take the lead.
Yeah.
And so, he's worked on this for several years, but, every time it's brought up in the Congress or in the Senate, they take a while. They can take a while to vote on it, and sometimes they go into their breaks, and then it's dropped, and then it has to be brought up once again.
Yeah.
And just like he's going through now, he wants to bring up, the issue about widows' benefits. And again, they're going to be going into their break, and so they're going to have to bring it up again in the next session.
Yeah, I noticed a picture of Congressman Bob Filner there from San Diego. Was he instrumental in helping this finally get through?
Yes, yes. Manuel Braga and Congressman Filner have been working very closely, continue to work closely on this, Filner being the chairman of the Veteran Affairs Committee.
But it's a race against the clock. I mean, certainly for these guys, they're dropping like flies. They're all in their 80s. And again, now if you're starting over for the widows.
Exactly, yeah. Mr. Braga said he lost 2 more friends just recently. So there's not much time left for them. And for him, too. He's worried.
Finally recognition, but maybe a little late.
Exactly.
Thanks, Jess. Still more to show you on Insider. You'll meet a